Hello and welcome back to Backseat Driver. I'm excited today because we have the LEGO Ferrari 488 GTE. This set is a scale of 1 to 10. You know, our Lamborghini is 1 to 8, so it's slightly different in size. I'm excited to open it and see what's inside, so let's go. Ta-da! Oh, it's actually not as exciting as the unboxing of our Lambo behind. It's just many packets and then the instruction booklet is in here. Yes, let me open up the instruction booklet. I need a cut. I need to... Through the magic of editing, I've sorted things out a bit. You have 5 main bags and then smaller parts, as LEGO usually comes with a bag with big parts and a bag with small parts. So 5 main bags, and then for the instruction manual packet, you get the decals. Nice. The car number 51 that raced in Le Mans 2019 and won first place. So that's very... It shows the racing pedigree of this car. And then you have the instruction manual, nice and thick. On the first page, you will see ta-da, the actual car versus the LEGO car. And what you have here is over 300 pages of instructions. And to reach the final step, it's 592 steps. Smells so good. What I must show you is how I appreciate LEGO's attention to detail. You see this here? Doesn't this look like the real pistons of the engine? And then when they integrate into the engine block and everything, you know, when you start turning the gears, you can see the pistons move up and down, and it really looks like a real engine. So I can really appreciate the level of detail that LEGO puts into these models. And I think if you're putting it together with your kid, it will teach them a little bit about the engineering that goes into cars. Cool stuff. All right, but if I'm not going to talk about the toy itself, what am I going to talk about to make this video worth your time? Maybe just a little bit of history on the Ferrari 488. It is the successor of the Ferrari 458. And one of the biggest improvements is the 50% increase in downforce achieved by this car's design. And if you, I mean, this one has a huge spoiler, but if you are able to afford the base 488 GTB model, they actually achieve all this downforce without the need for a raised spoiler. So that's quite interesting. A little bit more about the engine of the 488. It's a 3.9 litre V8 twin turbocharged engine. Ferrari calls it its most powerful engine to date. It produces 661 brake horsepower and 760 Newton meters of torque. If you divide it out per litre of engine capacity, you get about 170 brake horsepower. Just think about it. How many 1 litre turbocharged cars on the roads even touch 150 brake horsepower? So you can imagine the power output of the car. It brings the 488 from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. And if you're going from 0 to 200, I think that's about 8 seconds. So this car is crazy fast. A little bit more about, the particular model that LEGO has chosen is the Ferrari 488 GTE AF Corse number 51. So let's break down some of this terminology for you. GTE is of course the spec that it's for the GT racing. And AF Corse is an Italian racing team. AF stands for Amato Ferrari. Amato Ferrari was a race car driver and now owner of the AF Corse racing team. Amato Ferrari is not related to Enzo Ferrari. He just happens to be a race car driver and he owns a race team. And 51 is the car that won the 24 hours Le Mans race in 2019. And if I'm not wrong, they also won an endurance challenge in 2017. So this car has racing pedigree, it has won races. And that's why it's on the box now, and that's why you're going to buy this and make it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.
But wait! There's more!
Hello, it's me again. I know I just said bye, but the moment I said bye, my producer said this video wouldn't work without me actually fixing this thing. So I spent the New Year's weekend to build this thing. It took me between 4.5 to 5 hours to complete this thing. And it is very beautiful. Let's look at it. All the stickers make it look very... It just looks very chill, I must say. But speaking of stickers, there are 57 stickers. I use them all. And if you are someone who has OCD, I think you will need to set aside at least half an hour to an hour to properly apply all the stickers to make sure everything is aligned. Yeah, so if you're OCD that way, please spend more time on the stickers. Build-wise, 4.5 hours, it was relatively simple to build in the sense that the instructions were very clear. It is very hard for you to make a mistake. Yeah, so kudos to whoever wrote the instruction manual. Impossible to get it wrong. Okay, maybe it's possible, but if you pay attention, nothing will go wrong. The only thing that might go wrong is the steering alignment. You have to pay special attention when you build the steering wheel because, okay, there's working steering. If you don't pay attention to how the gears are put in, your steering wheel will not be straight and your wheels will not be straight. And if that grinds your gears, then it will be very painful for you to dismantle everything and put it back together perfectly. Speaking of working steering wheel, the other thing that works is the pistons. As you roll roll the car, the engine pistons start pumping. The 8 pistons will pump. And it also has a working differential. So that's quite cool. Unlike the Xi'an, this doesn't have any gears, so it's less complex, but it's also almost half the price. What else can I say about this car? I put it through a special stress test called my 3-year-old son. So he was playing with it and I told him that it has working suspension. So he kept doing this, he kept pressing it down. And one thing that happened when he pressed it down too hard was that the wheels would pop off the axle, and it is actually quite a painful thing to put back. So this is definitely not for 3-year-olds. I think it says 18 plus. But if you are 18 plus, I think you will also want to play with this. Just make sure that when you play with the suspension, don't press down too hard. And then you'll have a good time with this car. Yes. So speaking of stress tests, if you're into RC car racing and sometimes you will want to see how good your suspension is, you will do this. Notice how much it bounced. Not very good suspension, but this car isn't for RC racing anyway. Yep, that's it. My review of the Ferrari 488 GTE AF Corse 51. I enjoyed building it. It looks extremely good. It will look very nice on your shelf. So go and buy it. And as usual, please like and subscribe to our channel. I know this is not something that we usually do, but it's a car and it's Lego, it's cool, so we're going to do it. And if Lego wants to send us more stuff, please do. Yes, the doors work too. Nice! Till next time, bye-bye!